The desert sands of Mesopotamia shimmered under the scorching sun. It was the year 531 AD, and the fate of two mighty empires hung in the balance. In the west stood the Byzantine Empire, heir to the legacy of Rome, its legions arrayed under the banner of their emperor, Justinian I. Facing them from the east were the Sasanian Persians, a proud and ancient foe, led by the cunning Shahanshah, Kavad I. For centuries these two powers had clashed in a relentless struggle for supremacy, their rivalry shaping the destiny of the Near East. The Battle of Callinicum, fought on the banks of the Euphrates River, would be a pivotal moment in this epic conflict. It was a battle that would test the mettle of both empires, exposing their strengths and weaknesses, and leaving an enduring mark on the course of history. Trade routes. Justinian I, a ruler of immense ambition and vision, was determined to restore the Roman Empire to its former glory. While his generals Belisarius and Narses campaigned in North Africa and Italy, Justinian turned his attention eastward. He sought to secure the empire's eastern borders and to break the power of the Sasanian Persians once and for all. The emperor entrusted the defense of the east to his most capable general, Belisarius. However, Belisarius was recalled to Constantinople to deal with the Nika riots, leaving the Byzantine army in the east under the command of the less experienced Lucian, nephew of former Emperor Anastasius. This change in command would have significant consequences for the coming battle. In the spring of 531 AD, a large Persian army commanded by the veteran general Euphrates crossed the Byzantine frontier and advanced into Mesopotamia. The Persian objective was the strategically important city of Callinicum, located on the eastern bank of the Euphrates River. The city controlled a vital crossing point, and its capture would be a major blow to the Byzantines. The Byzantine army, though smaller in number, marched out to meet the Persian threat. They were confident in their superior discipline and training, and they were eager to defend Roman territory against the invaders. The two armies met near the village of Raqqa, on the opposite bank of the Euphrates from Callinicum. Section 5. The battle joined. The Battle of Callinicum began with a clash of cavalry. The Persian cataphracts, their horses and riders encased in armor, charged the Byzantine lines with tremendous force. The Byzantine cavalry, armed with lances and swords, met the Persian onslaught with courage and determination. The fighting was fierce and bloody, with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. The Byzantine infantry, deployed in a defensive formation, held their ground against repeated Persian assaults. However, the tide of the battle began to turn when the Persian commander Euphrates launched a cunning maneuver. Section 6. The Ghassanids Broken. Euphrates, realizing that the Byzantine infantry was the linchpin of their enemy's defenses, devised a plan to draw them out. He feigned a retreat, hoping to lure the Byzantines into a pursuit that would expose them to a counterattack. The ruse worked. Seeing the Persians seemingly in disarray, the Ghassanid Arab allies of the Byzantines, eager for glory and plunder, broke ranks and charged. The Byzantine commander Lucian, unable to restrain his impetuous allies, was forced to commit his own cavalry to the attack. The Persians, seeing their opportunity, turned on their pursuers. Section 7. A costly victory. The ensuing clash was a disaster for the Byzantines. The Ghassanids, caught in the open and outmaneuvered, were routed. The Persian cataphracts, their heavy lances smashing through Byzantine shields and armor, inflicted heavy casualties. The Byzantine cavalry, outnumbered and outmatched, was also driven back in disarray. With their cavalry shattered, the Byzantine infantry was exposed. The Persians, sensing victory, pressed their attack. The Roman legions, their formations broken and their morale shaken, fought bravely but were ultimately overwhelmed. The Battle of Callinicum ended in a costly Persian victory. Section 8. The Shadow of Callinicum. The Battle of Callinicum, though a tactical victory for the Persians, did not decisively alter the balance of power in the east. Both sides had suffered heavy casualties, and neither was in a position to press their advantage. A truce was soon agreed upon, and the frontier between the two empires remained largely unchanged. However, the battle cast a long shadow over Justinian's reign. It exposed the limitations of the Byzantine army, particularly its reliance on allied troops and its vulnerability to Persian cavalry tactics. The defeat also emboldened Justinian's enemies, both in the east and in the west, and contributed to a renewed period of instability and conflict. Section 9. Lessons Unlearned. The Battle of Callinicum offers valuable lessons about the nature of warfare and the perils of overconfidence. The Byzantines, despite their superior discipline and equipment, were undone by their over-reliance on allies, their failure to adapt to Persian tactics, and their underestimation of their enemy. The Persians, on the other hand, demonstrated the importance of cunning leadership, strategic flexibility, and the effective use of heavy cavalry. The Battle of Callinicum serves as a reminder that even the mightiest empires are not invincible, and that even the most carefully laid plans can go awry on the battlefield.